Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook. This morning I am back on the Rocky Patel 60. I don't know if you can see that. Should be trying to focus in on that, but I'm back on the Rocky Patel 60 cigar this morning. It is a great cigar. I poked a hole in the band, so I'm just going to take it all off when I was giving it some ventilation. Uh, some cigars have a tighter draw. This is one of those that does. So you have to open it up with a cigar too. Uh, Cigar too. Right, $11 on. Good morning, Abu Bakar. That's my friend and brother Nate. Used to be my neighbor over here in Pakistan. From Pakistan, brother. I am so glad to hear from you, see you. Uh, I hope everything is going well, Doctor. Really do. Uh, like I said, hey man, it's an honor and a privilege to be on here this morning, man. I've been off for a couple of days, just relaxing because at some point in time you have to think about how you're going to go through something, or how you're going to deal with something, or how you're going to present yourself when you come on. I've been dealing with those type of things. So today, and for a week or two now, I've just been smoking cigars and just enjoying them. But I seen a group that was on the internet. It's called the Sisters of the Leaf, and they go to different places and smoke. And I was saying to myself, why do we not do that as men? Just go to different places and light up a stick and just smoke and do brotherly things like have lunch, or iron sharpens iron, man. And whatever factor and what can call you have, it really does. Iron sharpens iron. So I didn't want to make it a big thing. I wanted to partake of it. It's not to infringe upon anybody's cigar club or try to make anybody feel any kind of way of that nature. Look, there's a bunch of brothers just coming together to partake of a great steak and to have lunch. Do something different, man. Just not to sit around and just do anything different. So today is a day of sharing. Brothers of the Leaf, okay, see, this is where I am. So I'm going to start, just inviting people to different places to smoke a cigar, man. I hope you brothers come out and enjoy yourself. Enjoy some of these nice lounges that we have in the city. See if we can get this on a thing. So Brothers of the Leaf is going to hopefully take off, and we'll be able to spend some time together and be able to do some things and talk a little bit and share some things. You know what I mean? Uh, I've had some really crazy. Uh, Been working with some different kids and stuff like that. I really don't know how to categorize what I've been seeing out here in the public eye, man, when it comes to these kids. You know, I don't know why God put me in the midst of these kids or anything, but I'm grateful and thankful for what He's doing in my life. I had two um, young men that I wouldn't say I'm mentoring them, but I've been around them a little bit, and I watched them go through and accept Christ and get baptized. So that was a little different for me to be able to see them the maturation process. Because when I grew up, you had to go through. They had to make sure you were sincere. They said you couldn't get saved to a certain age, all of that stuff. That's not fake. That's real. And to see these two people get baptized and to see the reactions of other parents where their kid wanted to get baptized and they were like, this is the church where they got baptized at. They were saying that was the devil's church, which was kind of weird to me. I mean, I never seen anybody, I haven't seen that in recent years for me. And I've done a lot of churching in my life, man. Woo, a lot of churching in my life. But to hear somebody say, call somebody's church a devil church, it kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. But I mean, to each his own. I mean, I guess as long as the kid got baptized, that was the only real true measure of whether it was sincere in what they done, right? Unless they were, if their sincerity or if they were being sincere in what they done. I guess that's the true measure. But I was happy to see it, man. I was happy to be a part of it, and it just gave me such fulfillment to be able to do that. My dog is barking in the background. The wind is blowing back here, so I was happy to see that. So it was a good thing to see those brothers get baptized, and see them give their life to Christ, and that was pretty cool. All right, so here are some of the other things we're talking about. What we're doing. It matters what you say and who you are. It really does. It gives you the explicit amount of time to be able to change whatever it is, change your mindset, change your thought pattern, change your whatever. At some point, you have to grow up. At some point, you have to give a damn. I mean, you give a damn can't be busted all the time. You know what I mean? It just can't. So as you begin to care or put yourself into something, then that's where it all begins. This is a Rocky Patel 60. It's a pretty good cigar. Tough draw on it, but it ended up being an actually nice smoke. I'm going to rate the cigar, put it on my thing, and put some comments up about it, what I thought about the cigar. But it's a Rocky Patel 60. So, one of the things that I realized that why I'm doing this and talking sometimes is that um, people have different viewpoints, man. And the viewpoints is some of the things that I started to realize. So, I have been coming in association with a couple of people that made me realize that uh, how irregular people can be sometimes, and how important image and the way people see you are to some people. So, and it matters because I'm going to tell you the reason why it matters. It matters because people can see you and think that you're top crop because you dress nice, you're whatchamacallit is going on. Good morning, Maisha Ford. Maisha is the president of the Oklahoma City chapter of Asheville Cigars in the Midwest region. Double prayers, president of the Midwest regional chapter of the Asheville Cigar Club. Always stopping by showing love. So I'm greatly appreciative for that. Good morning, Mr. Cheek, Thomas Cheek, always on the line. I am doing well, Mike. I am so glad to see you chime in and see you on this morning. Good morning, Cheek. Good to see you, brother. But I'm on to my second little topic is the perception, how people perceive you. People want people to perceive them to be. I have a friend, and people they want so badly to be perceived in the up, always trying to be perceived as uh, being perceived as uh, being perceived as affluent, or that their status symbol is this, that they have a good life, that they're living a good life. My question is, why is that? Why is it that people want people to see them always doing that? Why is that important? Why is that important? Good morning, Angie. Thanks for stopping in. So, why is it important for people to be perceived as top crop, or like they live in a certain way? Because they're driving a nice car, or because they're doing whatever? It confuses me. It confuses me because it's important to them that they're perceived in that way. And I have friends like that. Okay, Maisha says it confuses her too, but I guess I'm trying to figure out how is it that they go about that. And when you really know them as a person, you know that that's not how they live. It's not anything like that. And then I heard of the saying, "Fake it till you make it." But at that point in time, why do you feel like it's so important to just perceive to people that you live, or that you live a certain way, or that you are affluent? I guess that's what's bothering me in my thought pattern with all of the going back and forth with this. Um, I have never understood it. If people know me, they know who I am. I am who I am. I mean, I don't know. I can be a little extra at times. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always laughing, playing around, doing whatever. But I take care of my business, and I don't separate myself from anybody because of whatever. Regardless of what I make, how I live, do anything like that, people are invited or not invited or done whatever. They've always been able to do that. So my thing is, I don't understand where people come in and get into this thing where they have to present themselves a certain way to people. So that was part of That was part of my thing. Secondly, secondly, I'm I just don't. Have you ever had people around you that bring so much confusion that you just don't know? And sometimes you don't know why you're in the confusion, but it just brings you to the point where you just you just seem confused all the time because it's such a mess and such a drama. Uh, you can't, you just can't, you can't. Thirdly, listen, everybody's kids are amazing and wonderful. Everybody's children do amazing things, and I love kids. I love the fact that they do amazing and incredible things. But to hear someone talk about their child constantly, all the time, there is nothing. If you tell them that the sky turned blue, they will be like, "Yeah, I remember when they turned the sky blue, and the sky got bluer because they've done something to it." I'm gonna say this to you. I know your kids are special to you. I know they mean a lot to you. But damn, can we get a break from their accomplishments? Can we get a break from talking about what they've done in order to be able to do that? I have some pretty amazing kids, two sons and a daughter. And so, uh, what up, y'all? We got a comment. I'm gonna put this on the screen. Uh, I don't. I mean, I can agree with that. I can agree with that statement because it may be how you've been raised, but I was raised a mediocre lifestyle. I would say middle class. It wasn't bad. I had great parents. They gave me what they could give me, but my lifestyle now is totally different. Hey, hey, what's up, little bit? What's going on? Yeah, that's my good friend Teresa from the Asho Cigar Club too. But I wonder why they do that. What is it that gives them that in their mind that they have some kind of superiority over people because they have a job or they do whatever. I don't care how much money you make. It don't mean that you're doing better than somebody that don't make the same amount of money that you make. My grandfather used to tell me it could be a man making $1 million and a man making $60,000. And a man with $60,000 could have more disposable cash than the man with $1 million because they could be $1,200,000 in debt. But it doesn't make sense. Back to this kid thing. I just want to throw this back at you. Listen, I know your kids are special, but your friends don't want to hear you talk about your kids all the time. Every time you turn around, you saying something about your kid. Damn. I'm gonna leave that alone now, so we can get past that. All right. Glad your kid's doing well, but I don't want to hear about them every time we have a conversation. Okay. All right. Back to this thing. I, you know, I just want people to be around me who can be around me and be their authentic setting. That's why I like Deion Sanders, man. That's why I like Coach Prime, man. Coach Prime has renewed and reinvigorated in me a swagger that I lost for a moment because I let people check some things. You know what I mean? But again, you are who you are, and you gonna be who you gonna be. All right. I have people that I hang around, and it is simply amazing from their uh, how they it's listen, yeah, and that's another thing. Why force your kids to try to put something on them because you couldn't accomplish your goals and dreams, but now you want to put that on them? You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't do that to your kids. Let your kids be who they gonna be. Of course, you're gonna guide them and mold them and give them that tiger attitude to get to the next level and do what you need to do. Um, my carrot friends don't know me, don't know how I used to be. I was a shit. I'm gonna tell you, I probably gonna want to work for myself. I probably gonna want to do whatever because I was driven, man. I was driven by a force that would be able to. You couldn't tell me that I was losing. There's no way possible you could tell me that. There's no way you can put it in my mind that you couldn't put it in my mind that I was losing, man. And that was the thing. You know, you couldn't do it. And come hell and high water, boy, I was gonna relentlessly put you in a position to where you were gonna win. And it's funny because he said we didn't lose. You know, yeah, I mean we didn't lose overall, but there was little battles that I lost. It was little things that man, that shit used to drive me crazy because my team was competitive, I was competitive, and so we did not want to end up on the back end of anything. That's something different than feeling superiority or anything like that. We just didn't want to lose. And when you got a winning spirit, this is all I'm going to say. That when you got a winning spirit, man, life is what it is. I sat out here and I watched so many things where people come up and they talk about how they, oh, let's talk about men in particular. I hear so many women tell me how men are this and how men do this and how men do that. I will honestly say that I know a good group of men. I mean, I know I'm a Thomas Cheek for one that's always been there for his kids. That's always been you see him prominently with his wife, his children, his raising, being the father, son, mentor to kids, all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of men that I know. Uh, I've seen the deadbeat people too, but I know more people who take care of their families than not. And that's what drives me crazy when I see all of these comments. And I can't. I try to relate, but at times I can't relate because I'm not associated with men that don't take care of their families, right? I'm not associated with that, so it's hard for me to 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 relate because I see black men that take care of their families. I see black men that are out here striving to do better for their families and have a better lifestyle. Listen, we rolling, bro. We are making we are making this thing do what it does. The wind is whipping up here in Oklahoma. If you've never been to Oklahoma before, this wind is getting it done out here. but they're really getting it done, and it's kind of like so. See, this, that's so. I take that humbly, man. See, I take that so humbly because I could not describe that type of attitude that it was, but it was a dog mentality. It was a, like a wolf on bloody meat type thing, man, that you had to have in order for you to be invest in life. And this is what I'm trying. I guess that's what I'm trying to say to people now. That people now, that when you have a dream, because this is the thing that's on my mind, in my atmospheric pressure right now. Atmospheric pressure, big words. You know what I'm saying? That people will try to take you and relegate you to something simple because of how you look, how they perceive you to be, or anything of that nature. But let me put it to you like this: don't ever let anybody put you in a box like that. That's the attitude that I wanted to give off to people that I work with, that I mentored, that I spent time with in my life, and that's the whole thing. People think sometimes that I had a friend that told me the other day, "Hey man, sometimes people are just intimidated by your stature or how you carry yourself," and I'll be like, "But that's not my problem. You know, it's not arrogance; it's confidence. I am confident in who I am. I'm confident in how I carry myself. I am confident in the way that I live my life because it has served great purpose, not only to myself, but to other people as well. It's kept my family afloat. It's kept my friendships intact. It's kept people around me winning. And when you walk like that and when you carry yourself like that, then you are able to influence other people around you. You don't have to tell somebody who you are. If they can't see it in how you live and how you carry yourself, then that's the problem. You know what I mean? Because if I got to come by and tell you who I am, then am I getting the job done? No, you're not getting the job done if you got to come and tell somebody who you are. What it should be is somebody asking, "Who is that? What does what does that person do?" When they see you, when they see you moving, when they see you operating. My point is just, you just gotta woo. You know what I mean? You gotta have that about you in order for people to be able to do that. And when you don't have that, then people resort to when people don't have that, they resort to talking about you, backbiting on you, saying stuff that don't fit you or befit your character because they it's something in them that does not allow them to obtain or gain that type of stature. And it's okay. It's okay for you to to not to not have that kind of stature. It's okay for you to not be on that level. But what's not okay is that you got to feel like that you got to attack and try to tear down somebody else's character because you cannot continue. Uh, you can't continue to 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 you know, and that's one of the things. So, yeah, my cousin, hey Jay, what's up, baby? Love you. So proud of you and your son doing your thing down there, man. That's my cousin Jay Clay. Her son is one of the top 100 recruits in the nation, already with offers to Florida State. Uh, I can't remember the other, but it's I've seen him at Alabama. I've seen him at the Florida. I've seen him at all places, man. This kid is going places, and it's much love, mad love about you. seeing you do your thing, seeing you be a mom to him, man, it's just beautiful, mad love, man. And see, that's the way people ought to be when you are dealing with people. That I can celebrate my cuz and her son because he's rocking and killing it, and she's putting him in a position to be able to do those type of things. But instead of people wanting to love on them and do whatever, they want to say, "Hey, you doing too much." You know what I'm saying? Or doing whatever. No, she's doing what you ought to say. There it is. So he got family. She put it up there: Mississippi State, Florida State, Tennessee, UAB, and USF. That's right now. And I think he's in. He's not in his senior year. I don't. Is he in his senior year right now? I don't even think he's in his senior year. I don't even think he's in his senior year, man. And this kid is already with offers from Mississippi State, Florida State, Tennessee, UAB, and USF. Damn, look, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that, y'all. This kid is in his sophomore year already with 5 offers, man, from major institutions, man. Man. Well, cuz the only one that's missing up off of there is Roll Tide, and they better make him an offer. You know what I mean? So as long as he get that offer from Roll Tide, he is a sophomore in high school, y'all. Top 100 recruits in the nation, doing his thing, and I couldn't be prouder, man. I couldn't be proud of him, man. I couldn't be prouder of associating with him. And then his mom is so beautiful, man. She loves on all of us. She loves on all her family. Even when we ain't even what we're supposed to be, she still loves on us. You know what I mean? But it's imperative that we show that love to other people, that we show that love to people that because when you can show love to other people when they are doing something amazing, man, that comes back on you tenfold. It really does. Look, this Rocket Hotel 60. I wish I could turn my camera around so y'all can see this wind. Boy, this thing is doing this thing out here. I am trying to tell you, Oklahoma and this wind. Whew, but I ain't complaining about nothing. Yeah, and we love you too, cuz. We love you. I love them. I love our sisters, our brothers, all of them. They love our family so much, man, and they show love to our family. And they take such pride in being a clay that it just warms my heart, man. And she loves on all her family, so it ain't just the clay side; it's the all side. That girl love her family. I'm trying to tell you what God love. She made me start acting right, y'all. But anyway, I'm gonna get off that high horse about how people are transitioning. But this is the thing. So as I was talking about this, and people coming and attack you, so I was doing some reading the other day, and I don't know if it was on TikTok, Instagram, wherever it was. I saw that the only bird that would attack an eagle is a raven. So I did not know that, and so I got curious because I'm understand, because eagle's a big ass bird, man. So I'm thinking to myself, why would a raven out of all birds attack an eagle? But as I went to read, the raven would attack the eagle, and the eagle would do this: go straight up in the air, go straight up to a height. Uh, it would go up to a height to where it would soar to a height to where the eagle or the raven would fall because it could no longer breathe the atmospheric pressure that it was in. So it had reached a height to where the air it could not breathe the air, and the bird would just fall. So that's what you have to do in your life when you got these ravens attacking you. When you got these ravens attacking you, just soar and continue to soar. Because what happens is people are going to fall off as you continue to climb. So when you get up there and you reach that level, you can look down at all of the people that you thought that was going to ride with you. But they had to fall off because they couldn't take your shine. They couldn't take your greatness. And that's what it is about Coach Prime that people can't take. You ever wanted to see somebody just watch and see what somebody sit back and watch you fail? Want to just sit back and just sit back in the cut and watch you fail. And just watch you fail. No. What you need to do is just rise up to the level to where they can't breathe, to where they can't function, and where their mind cannot operate. And then you don't have to worry about them no more, because guess what? They can't operate in the zone that you're operating in. That's what I know. Because when you work in it and you relate in it, you're able to keep those people away from you, and you don't have to worry about it, because then what you're doing is that you're surrounding yourself around like-minded people that think like you, that can breathe that rare air. So that's why I will not function around people that want to make me just sit here and sow in mediocrity. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to be. It's never been my nature. It's not how I function. It's not how I sit up here and go about doing my daily life or anything like that. And it's not because I'm better than anyone. It's what's inside of me that truly matters. It's how I feel about what I'm doing. And when you got a certain way that you have to operate, you cannot allow the people around you to place you in a place where you cannot operate in that air. They will drain the ever-loving life out of you. The vigor, I call them joy thieves. They will steal the joy out of everything. You'll go out here and tell them, hey, look, man, I planted this flower, man, and it bloomed. And you're happy because you've done this with your own hand. You planted the flower, you cultivated it, you watched it grow, and then you finally got your first bloom off that flower. You're so excited about it. And then you tell a friend, and here's what your friend said. Look a little dry to me. Probably should till the dirt on that side. Now, something that you set in your backyard, cultivated, dug in, watered it, and then it blow your first bloom. You have somebody come out here side of you and say, hey, it look a little dry to me. Maybe you can flip the soil or just tilt it up or do something or do whatever. No, fool. What you're not going to do is just take the joy out of what I done put into cultivating. That what I made, they'll try to make what you've done so trivial and bring it down to a level to where no, fool, no. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. But I'm going to need you to step out of my way so I can soar to new heights, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out of your atmosphere. I'm going to go up to that level until you fall off, bro, because I can't have you. I cannot have you taking me down to a level that I don't operate in. Woo! Even my dog got excited about that. Just can't have you taking me down to a level where I do not operate in. I don't operate in that. So for you to even come into my space and into my atmosphere to make me want to try to operate at that level tells me that you're a raven. And Eagles don't hang out with Ravens. We got to go to another level, y'all. So that's what I'm telling my people on this page. Ah, this is powerful stuff this morning. I'm giving this to you for free. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want you to do today. Be an Eagle and don't hang out with Ravens, because that's not what you do. An eagle is a majestic bird, one that is revered and sought after. People look for it. They like to see it. They love the whiteness of its mane and girth of its head, with a beautiful yellow beak. And a raven is just an ordinary bird. So what I want everybody around me and in my aura and in my thing is to understand is that we are soaring like eagles. We are heading to just going and doing things that are changing people's lives, being a positive factor for young people, doing what you need to do, and you are accomplishing things for yourself that you want to be able to do. Because when you start hanging out with ravens, them birds right there will have you hanging out in the crowd. They will have you not accomplishing anything. They'll make you think that what you have it was not worked hard for. Listen, everything I got and everything I have has been from a blessing from the man upstairs. He has blessed me with it. But what he has done also is given me the maturity to make wise decisions in order for me to be able to be able to do that. So you have to work at this. You have to be able to function with this. You have to be able to say that you are willing to do the work. And yes, Thomas Cheek, let's go, baby. Because this is what happens when you get in the zone of next level, when you get in the zone of pushing yourself to a place where you can grow, where you can thrive, where you can just move on. We got to do this. But you more than welcome anytime. Come on, baby. It'll be a TC and TC. You ain't even got to visit me, bro. You can hit, hey, let me know when you want to come on. I will send you the link and we'll be able to do it from right here, from your house and my house, dog. Just like we in Sports Center. Just like we in Sports Center. That's exactly what we're doing. Send me your email address. Hell, I'll send you a link and you can come on now. It's up to you, doctor. But I am telling you, you cannot let people put you in, take you around, put you out into a place where you don't want to thrive. You don't want that. You don't want that. And as you watch this segment, after I get off and it saves to my page, this is what I want to say to you. And it's not separating men and women, but I am specifically on today on men. Look me in my eye when I say this to you. Be the man that you are designed to be. Function in the space that you're supposed to function in. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about what people got to say. Don't worry about what they say. Listen, you can be like Lazarus from this point forward. You can bury that old man that you used to be and be resurrected into the man that you're gonna be. Yes, when people see the remnants of death on you and try to remind you of what you used to be and try to tell you how you ain't done this or how you haven't went to this or how you haven't, well, I remember when, well, that's okay. It's okay for you to feel that way. It's okay for you to feel like that. But the man I am right now is a man that's trying to make change. It's a man that's trying to make a difference. That is a man that is willing and able to go to the next level. And when you're not willing and able to go to the next level, man, that's a problem. Come on, y'all. When you're not willing to stand up, that's when you lost the battle. When you're not willing to submit to what you've done wrong or how you haven't prospered. And listen, I have done a lot of shit that's not right in my life, man. But it ain't stopped me from being a father. It hasn't stopped me from being a girl dad to my daughter, to my sons, to my grandkids. Do I always do it right? Hell no. There's no ands, ifs, and buts or maybes about that I don't always do it right. But I tell you what, one thing that they not gonna do is not make me be in the fight. They not gonna not make me try. So what I want to see you do is uplift yourself. What I want to see you do is be a positive experience to somebody. What I want to see you do is live in your best life, man. Come on, y'all. Today is a day of just I just feel it. I feel the uplifting. I feel the positivity. I feel the ability to be able to just you know it's just one of those things, man. This thing has been so heavy and on my spirit so much over the past few weeks because people want to attack who you are or what your character has been. You can't live in that, bro. You gotta soar. You gotta soar. You gotta get up on the thing. You gotta soar to another level. You gotta reach a height to where you will thrive and function at a place that people sometimes cannot understand. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. I have been on here for about 48 minutes talking about going to the next level in your life. How people communicate about their kids. And why people feel like that they have to prove to somebody that they are at a certain level or people see you at a certain level that is important to you. I just want to be respected for who I am and for people to see my work. If you're working hard enough and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and if you're saying to people that that's what you want and what you're doing, then your work will speak for itself. The drive that you have and what you're doing is going to speak for itself. And love you too, Thomas Cheeks, man. Much love for you, brother. Tell the family I said hello. Listen, I want to go back and finish this and get off of here because it's been 15 minutes. Right? And I've been on a tangent and a tear today. To be able to say to you, thrive in what you do, be who you are, and live and soar like an eagle today. Start a new day. Become relevant. Be what you need to be. Function how you need to function. And guess what? Let's get her done. It has been amazing talking with you today. You know I'm finna hit you with this little outro music. I don't know if I played it in the beginning, but I feel it coming on now.
So